It's like, in a way, dog, men, like, not saying that that guy had any authority over me or could, like, even come close to whooping my ass at all. In fact, I would turn the other cheek. Do you know what's written about turning the other cheek? I know this applies to Jesus Christ, but he did say that he gave us a lot of authority over things about heaven and earth. So when he turns the other cheek, eventually a sentence or a verse comes up where he states that, like, he could send a group of angels, cherubim, seraphim, at his demand. So when, like, you turn the other cheek, yes, you're being kind, but you're not getting your hands dirty. Like, in a way, you're not getting your hands dirty, because I'm not saying that cherubim and seraphim are dangerous, but in the sense of, like, we can't just know the future of what they'll do when they find out if somebody's being, like, physically harmful to Jesus. So let's say that y'all don't turn the other cheek. Like, you turn the other cheek, and y'all know the word about how he can send a group of angels. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, y'all should have nothing to fear. Humanity should have nothing to fear except for God. Because yes, y'all, a lot of the masses, they see it as, like, you know what, it's being just a humble prophet of, like, even though he's the son of God, it's just a humble prophet. It's like, here, this is just material. You can just have it. I can just have another one. It looks like that, in the sense of, like if you're discussing it. But at the same time, it sounds so powerful, because, like, what can happen if he does send a group? But I don't want to get y'all to. The thing is, let's go back. Let's turn the focus here. The main thing was, did that guy sound friendly or nice or kind or anything like this person that I'm running around with that's giving me charge? Did that person sound? No. So with that being said, I should have left, because I don't mess with people like that. Oh, there's no siphon in here. There's no siphon. I wouldn't have taken it like that. So yeah, like, I'm sorry I had to bring in the tough part about, like, yeah, he can send in a group of angels, but there is, like, a nice way of seeing it, in the sense of, like, it's because, like, Jesus Christ mentioned that to humanity when we didn't even need to know. But there is a nice way to see that, in the sense of, like, materialism. If you understood that as, like, materialism, like, Jesus Christ said that because, like, give your shirt off your back, or, like, you know, turn the other cheek, or something like that, and you mix those together, and it's like, give me your shirt off your back, and then somebody hits you. It's like, at the same time, you mix those together, and then you have a gentleman lovingly giving you his material shirt that you can just get whenever you want back, and also at his command, a group of angels can show up at any moment, if that would happen in that specific situation. So if you were to run into Jesus Christ and I don't know, try to like what they tried to do back then, it's not crucify him, but take him to jail or something like that. Bro, he can turn the other cheek, but don't be surprised if for some reason he's not in handcuffs anymore, because we don't know what angels can do. We don't know what they can do. Only evidence we have about what angels can do is that they can appear in special moments, very special moments, when Moses was Moses he was on his way to heaven, and Archangel Michael showed up, and then with the birth of Jesus, Angel Gabriel showed up to provide that news. So, for very special moments. And those are archangels. We're not just talking about regular, and that's not just regular, that's just that. Just in general, angels. They're all special. With that being said, I probably wouldn't, I don't know, how do you explain it? Do the same mistakes that they did in the past. I had a circumstance one time that's really personal, and I don't know if I'm gonna say it online or whatever, but the turning the other cheek thing really does work. All I can say is I'll give y'all a code. I'll give one code, and only maybe one sector of people will understand what I mean by this. I could go further, but I'm not. Chow time. I could have said something other, but that's the nicest way to say it, bro. Because the other way to say it, they could have been well, that sounds like this, that sounds like this, it sounds like this. Chow time, bro. And then the other one was oh, it could sound like a what-a mover? No. So all I said is chow time. Chow time. And after that, chow time was the last time I saw somebody that was a little rude to somebody named with a very high level priest name. After that, I don't know where he went. But what a crazy mess that I had to witness. And yeah, it was complicated. That's double pumping. I'm double pumping if y'all don't realize that I'm double pumping. Because this thing hits for 150, and this thing incredibly hits. So I'm one pumping. If I didn't notice that. It's I could just go with the DMR, and I'm one pumping. Man, heaven's so beautiful. The idea of heaven, when you think about it, so beautiful. Because Jesus Christ, when he said that about, like, if somebody asks, give them, like, not only that, but just more. He said something about, like, something close to that. So, like, not only that, give him your tunic too, or something. So, something like that. But like the beauty of the kingdom of heaven is so crazy because it's crazy because, like, bro, Jesus Christ really, like, he has, like, he could call on their names to show up, but he is so powerful, but gentle and loving, that he doesn't need backup, if you understand what I'm saying. But I'm not saying that it's not nice, it's not bad to have it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, double pump in chapter 2, all this, bro. So it's not so bad to have backup. I'm just saying that what I'm saying is that he doesn't need, not that he doesn't need angels. That's a very sad thought to me. It's a very sad thought. I don't want to think like that. But he in a sense, what is the way to say it? He can take care of it all by himself. All by himself. Doesn't mean that he can't have a good angels with him. So I'm confused about that passage a little bit. Like, is it because he loves them and they're his people that at any moment that's why he talks about it? Is that why he mentions that? Because, like, what I want y'all to take from this is not that they're savages. They're really not savages. They're really positive. Okay? With that being said, he did mention he could send a group of angels to take care of the situation when he can do it himself. I'm double pumping, bro. So maybe for like just a moment of time without them would be hard. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I'm just sitting here assuming. Like, because they're not like blood vampire savages, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all think that that's the way, if you think that's the case, you're wrong, brother. Like, I'm not saying they don't have the power to, if they wanted to grow and be that way, but the likelihood of them being like that, in my way of ID, in the sense of like a physical like altercation with a human being because they were rude to like something that their revenge or whatever, to me would be like something like just showing them like ignorance and laughter and like how else do you say it? Like ignorance and laughter and positivity no matter the circumstance. Because these people that are like savages are trying to be rude to Jesus are that way, so why would they match their way? But since they're angels, you know what I'm saying? Since they're angels, they don't, like, since they're angels, they don't need to match the way humankind does, how humankind reacts. So if y'all think that they're like, you know, like savages, and they're gonna we're gonna show up. I might be wrong, but what I'm saying is, if they were gonna show up, like, let's say Jesus had to do like what he said. I think the way that person that like led them to cause the situation will learn in a very heavenly way that they were wrong. You know, like most likely they'll turn to Christ after, because angels, bro, they're, to me, like, they're the most positive beings that exist. The most positive beings that exist. They're the most positive. I'm double pumping in season 2, bro. Should I take these instead of the where's that pizza, bro? Alright. I'm gonna eat that. Double pumping. If I win this, it's double pumping, bro. GG, bro. GG. Good game, bro. Nice, dude. Nice. Back-to-back wins, bro. Nice. Freaking 10 kill win. Very well played, bro. GG. Nice. Nice. I told y'all, bro. I'm like warmed up. So that was this. What was this? A solo? We'll go check in the lobby right now. I think it was solos. I ran a solo. I went confused. Am I? Like Yoda would say, confused you are. Like new map battle royale. Solo, rare. Y'all will rarely see this. This rarely happens, y'all. Congrats. I usually play OG. Solos and squad no fills. The idea of doing battle royale is like battle royale that's not OG is like, let me see if I can put my hands on it. Let me see if I can put my hands on it real quick. It's like, let me see. Like the idea, it's like, I don't know how many people you would need to gather because you know me very well. So the idea and whoever designed this path for me to run a solo, not solo squad, on the new non-OG thing, it's like this.
21.
Like there, the like with look, there is maybe 1,000 hours or 150 or 300 hours of ever since I found Fortnite doing what if. And there is not, unless it's a tournament, there is probably not one solo match in regular Battle Royale. And out of all these hours, bro, what has happened here? Was it a learning lesson? Was it a trick? 3 squad. Fill. Alright. Because the idea of doing, if I was going to go to Battle Royale, it's going to be what? It's going to be squad no fill.